This song is in the guitar-friendly key of C, so no need for a capo, and in fact there are just a handful of chords, and the sequence that forms the basis of the verse is also the basis of the chorus and the instrumental section too. So we'll have a look at the chords, we'll have a look at some picking or strumming, and we'll have a look at a descending bass line that helps to join the chord sequence up. And then at the end, I'll give you my arrangement of the instrumental intro that I've tabbed out, and that works quite nicely for guitar. So to begin with, the verse is based on a repeating 6-bar sequence. We have C for a bar, we skip the light fan, and to A minor, tango. Then we have F, and turning cartwheels across the D minor floor. And then there's a G, and then an E minor. I was feeling kinda seasick. And then it just starts again. So that's going to be like this. I'm going to pick the bass note and then strum. Like this. Okay, so in fact on the first beat and the third beat, I'm picking the bass note. Skip the light fandango. F. Turning cartwheels across the floor. G. I was feeling kind. E minor. seasick. And then we start again. But the crowd called out for more. F. Oh, the room was humming harder. G to E minor. As the ceiling flew away. And again. When we called out for another drink. Never mind. Oh, the waiter brought a tray. So we've had 2 full versions of the 6-bar sequence, and then one version where it's just the first 4 bars, the C, the A minor, the F and the D minor. That's going to take us into the chorus, and we get there by means of this, which is G7 without the first finger on the top string, so that's a G6. So that last little bit. When we called out for another drink, well, the waiter brought a tray. Here's the G6. And so it just continues in the same vein. Was that later? Well, we're going to come back and finish the chorus in a moment, but before we do, let's just take a closer look at that 6-bar sequence. We've got C to A minor, and those 2 chords, the bass notes are a third apart, which basically means that they're next but one in the alphabet. And that means that we can play the intervening note, the one that joins the 2, stepwise in the bass. It's called a passing bass note. So if we play C, now the note between C and A is B, so now I'm going to move to a B in the bass. In fact, I'm just going to play a C chord now with a B in the bass. That's going to take us really nicely onto the A minor. And the A minor and F are also a third apart, so the intervening note would be a G, A, G, F, next but one in the musical alphabet. So I'm going to play my A minor. I'm going to play A minor over G with my little finger, or I might actually play that G on the bass with my third finger, meaning I'm playing an A minor 7 over G. It's all the same kind of thing. So I've got A minor over G to F, and in fact F and D minor are next but one. So there's the intervening note is an E, so I'm going to play a passing note of E in the bass, and I'm going to do that by just lifting my barring finger to expose the open bottom string. Now in fact, ideally, and if I'm playing this on the piano, I'd keep going down to D, but we've run out of guitar, so we have to go up to the open 4th string. But all that means that we've got this. Skip the light fandango, turning cartwheels across the floor. So this whole bass line is going down like this. There's the D. And the other two bars we have are G and E minor. Well, in fact, G and E are a third apart, and the intervening note here would be an F. So I'm playing G, then I'm going to play an F down here, first fret of the bottom string, so G over F to E minor. And then to get us back into the beginning of the sequence, starting on a C, I'm going to play a G7. So the last two bars are going to be G, G over F, E minor, and then back to G7. Okay, so the whole of that sequence now is skip the loud fandango, turning cartwheels across the floor. G, I was over F, feeling kind of E minor, G7, and we'll start again. But the crowd called out for more, and the room was humming harder. And again, G, as the over F flew away, G7, last four now. When we're called out for another drink, oh, the waiter brought a tray, G6. And so it was, just continues the same way, that later, F to F over E, as the miller told his tale, that's D minor, now it's G and G over F, that her face at first was ghostly, G7, and now we finish with half a bar each of C, F, C, and G7 to take us back to the beginning. So, that her face at first was ghostly, G7, and turned a wider shade of pale, and then now, we'll look at the instrumental part separately in a moment. As I say, I've tabbed it out. But the chords are pretty much the same. The ending is just a bit different. There's 8 bars of it. So we have C, da, over B, A minor, da, 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 over G, da, 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 F, over E, ba, da, D minor. So far so good, just like the verse. G, ba, over F, ba, da, da, E minor, G7, ba, da, da. Now, half a bar of C, half a bar of F, ba, da, 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 ba, da, da. And then the final bar, the 8th bar of this section, is 2 beats of G, and then a beat each of F and G. So all together, ba, ba, da, 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 ba, da, da. Ba da 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 da, ba ba da da, ba da di da da di, ba da 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 G, ba da da F to G da da. She said there is no reason, when the truth is plain to see. But I wandered through my playing cards, and so on. Alright, well, let's take a look at this tabbed instrumental section. And that's it.